Have you ever wondered just how powerful your beliefs can be? They are more than mere thoughts. They are the architects of our reality, the puppeteers of our behavior, and even the sculptors of our physical health. Our beliefs, whether they're about ourselves, others, or the world, have a profound impact on our lives. They can turn the abstract into tangible, the unbelievable into undeniable. Today, we're exploring a fascinating psychological phenomenon that perfectly captures this idea, known as the Tinkerbell Effect. So, what exactly is the Tinkerbell Effect, you might ask? Well, it's a fascinating concept that originates from the story of Peter Pan. Remember Tinkerbell, the little fairy who was saved because children around the world clapped their hands to show they believed in fairies? That's where the term comes from. In that beloved tale, Tinkerbell's existence hinged on the collective belief of children. When belief in her waned, she started to fade away. But when it intensified, she regained her strength. This is the essence of the Tinkerbell Effect, the power of collective belief shaping reality. The Tinkerbell Effect suggests that something exists only because we believe it does. Now, this doesn't mean you can simply wish a unicorn into existence or clap your hands to make a fairy appear, but it does suggest that our collective convictions can have a profound impact on the world around us. Take social constructs, for instance. Money, law, governments, these are all examples of things that exist because we collectively believe in them. If we all suddenly decided that paper money has no value, it would indeed become worthless. If we stopped believing in the concept of law, it would cease to have any influence over our actions. This effect can also be seen in the world of consumer products. Brands, for instance, exist in large part because of our collective belief in them. A brand like Coca-Cola or Nike is valuable not because of the physical products they sell, but because we believe in the image and promise they project. However, it's important to note that the Tinkerbell Effect isn't about blindly believing in something without reason. It's about the power of collective belief, the shared convictions that shape our world. It's about the way our collective consciousness can create or uphold realities. In essence, the Tinkerbell Effect is the power of belief made manifest. It's a testament to the incredible influence our minds can have on the world around us. So next time you clap your hands for Tinkerbell, remember, you're not just saving a fairy. You're participating in a powerful psychological phenomenon. Scene script. Let's dive into some real-world examples of the Tinkerbell Effect. First up is the world of fashion. Ever wonder why certain styles or trends become popular seemingly overnight? Much of this has to do with the Tinkerbell Effect. Let's consider high-waisted jeans. Initially, they might have been seen as unflattering or old-fashioned, but as more people began to believe in their appeal, high-waisted jeans became a staple in many wardrobes. The belief in their style and comfort drove their popularity, thus causing the Tinkerbell Effect to take hold. Next, we venture into the unpredictable realm of the stock market. The value of a company's stock is not solely based on its financial performance, but also on the collective belief of investors in the potential of the company. When investors have faith in a company's future success, they buy shares, driving up the stock price. This belief, whether grounded in facts or not, can elevate a company's perceived value and thus its actual value, a clear demonstration of the Tinkerbell Effect. Now let's take a look at societal norms. These are rules and standards that are considered acceptable in a society. But have you ever stopped to think about why these norms exist? For instance, why is it considered polite to hold the door open for someone? The answer lies in the collective belief that this action is courteous. If we all suddenly stopped believing in this norm, it would cease to exist. That's the Tinkerbell Effect in play. From societal norms, we move to the field of sports. Have you ever heard of the home field advantage? It's the belief that teams perform better on their home turf. This belief can boost the confidence of the home team and potentially intimidate the visiting team, influencing the outcome of the game. Whether or not there's any factual basis to the home field advantage, the mere belief in it can make it a reality. Finally, let's talk about fiat currency, like the dollar, euro, or yen. These currencies have value because we believe they do. If people collectively stopped believing in the worth of these currencies, they would become worthless. This is perhaps one of the most profound examples of the Tinkerbell Effect. So whether it's the rise of a fashion trend, the valuation of a company's stock, the existence of societal norms, the sway of the home field advantage, or the value of our money, the Tinkerbell Effect is at work. It's a powerful force that shapes our perception and in turn, our reality. As we can see, the Tinkerbell Effect plays a significant role in our everyday lives. But what does science have to say about the Tinkerbell Effect? Well, it turns out, quite a bit. Let's delve into the psychological and neurological basis of this fascinating phenomenon. First off, it's essential to understand that the Tinkerbell effect is deeply rooted in our psychology. One of the key elements that fuel this effect is confirmation bias. This is a cognitive bias that drives us to favor information that confirms our pre-existing beliefs, while we tend to disregard anything that challenges them. Confirmation bias is a potent force that can shape our perception of reality. When we believe in something, be it Tinkerbell's existence or the effectiveness of a particular brand of coffee, we are more likely to notice and remember instances that affirm our beliefs. Now let's talk about the placebo effect. The placebo effect is a well-documented phenomenon in medicine, where patients experience an improvement in their condition simply because they believe they are receiving treatment. This is not to say that their symptoms are imaginary. Rather, their belief in the treatment can trigger real physiological changes in their bodies. This illustrates how powerful our beliefs can be in shaping our experiences and our reality. But how does this all tie into the Tinkerbell effect? Well, both confirmation bias and the placebo effect illustrate the potency of belief. They show us that what we believe can influence what we perceive and experience. There have been numerous studies that support the existence of the Tinkerbell effect. For instance, research has shown that students who believe they are drinking alcohol, even when they're actually consuming non-alcoholic drinks, exhibit signs of intoxication. This is referred to as the placebo effect of alcohol. In another study, participants who believed that a certain task would be difficult performed worse than those who were told the task would be easy. This demonstrates the power of belief in shaping our performance and outcomes. These studies, and many more, underline the power of the Tinkerbell effect. They show us how our beliefs can shape our actions, our perceptions, and even our physiological responses. So there's a solid scientific foundation to the Tinkerbell effect, underlining its impact on our world. It shows us that our beliefs are not mere abstract constructs. They have the power to shape our reality and influence our experiences in profound ways. So the next time you find yourself doubting the power of belief, remember the Tinkerbell effect and consider the science behind it. Now that we understand the Tinkerbell effect, what can we do with this knowledge? The Tinkerbell effect is a powerful phenomenon, the essence of which lies in our belief system. By believing in something, we can lend it power, substance, and even existence. It's a potent tool that can influence our personal lives as well as the dynamics of our society. For instance, consider the stock market. The value of a company's stock isn't determined solely by its assets or earnings. It's also influenced by the collective belief of investors in the company's future success. If enough people believe a company's stock will rise and act on that belief by buying shares, the price will indeed go up. That's the Tinkerbell effect in action. In a similar vein, the Tinkerbell effect can also shape societal attitudes and norms. If a majority of people in a society believe that a particular behavior is acceptable or desirable, that belief can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, shaping the behavior of the society as a whole. However, it's crucial to remember that the Tinkerbell effect is not without its limitations. While belief can shape reality to a certain extent, it can't alter the fundamental laws of nature or the universe. No matter how much we believe we can fly unaided, for example, jumping off a cliff without a parachute or wings is unlikely to end well. Being aware of the Tinkerbell effect can help us make more informed decisions. It can guide us to consider not just the facts but also the beliefs that underpin our actions and the actions of others. Yet we must also remember to balance belief with critical thinking. The Tinkerbell effect isn't an invitation to abandon rationality or to believe in things without evidence. Instead, it's a reminder of the power of collective belief, and of the ways in which our beliefs can shape and be shaped by the world around us. Remember, while belief is powerful, it isn't omnipotent. The Tinkerbell effect is a tool, not a magic wand. So, we've journeyed through the fascinating world of the Tinkerbell effect. We've explored its intriguing concept, delved into real-life examples, and investigated the science that underpins it. We've also examined its power, its limitations, and its profound influence on shaping our reality. This journey has underscored the undeniable potency of belief and its capacity to mold our world. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Tinkerbell effect. Remember, belief has power, but it's how we use that power that truly matters.